Before experiencing the test Hypothesis Rising, it is highly recommended that you've played its prequel The Test, first before venturing into this experiment. Done that! You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you've played the test first, and this examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where the last examination left off. Anyway, got it! I would like to urge you to go and play the test now before venturing forward and follow the instructions listed throughout the game, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the tests in order they were meant to be taken in. Again! I did that already. Would you like to close this game now so you can... No, I am fine. I'll go play the test. I already played it. Wonderful news. We can continue. Good. That's a bit loud. Hi. Oh, you have a face. Hi, Fate. Hello and welcome to my office. It's truly a pleasure to see you here today. It's a pleasure to see you, Fate. Please excuse the mess. It's not as messy as the last place was. Still a bit uneasy. Well, there's actually less written and there's no teddy bear here. Other than that, I think it's pretty much the same place. Please excuse the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up yet. Fine. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time with blibber blabber and nonsensical speak. So I'll just get straight to the point. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves life's tough questions, okay? There's one question in particular I'd like you to ask yourself. Okay, shoot. Are you happy? It's a tough one, but I think at the moment overall, yes. And when I say happy, I don't mean content. Being content is great, but it's not the same as being happy. I want to help you. I want to inspire you to be the best you that you can be. Thank you. I want to inspire you to be the happiest version of yourself. It's probably not gonna happen with me. I want to see you grow. Inside. And out. Grow from my insides out? Got messages. Okay. Now, how do we accomplish this, you might be asking? Good question, allow me to explain. I'm going to ask you a series of questions and you are going to answer them with 100% entire honesty. I will. And when I say 100% entire honesty, I mean 100% entire honesty. No problem. Think about it. You do want to be happy, don't you? I mean, yes. But again, there's also a good thing to being said every now and then, so... Saying that there, Fate. You would want to do something so bold as to tempt fate by lying, would you? I don't see to gain anything from lying, so we're gonna be honest. Just remember, if you lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. The only person who will suffer from this is you. Harsh, but okay. And believe me, you will suffer. Feels good. Not to mention the fact that whether you tell the truth or not, I'll know. You do now, huh? But that's another story. Let's be moving on, shall we? We've wasted enough time explaining what we're going to be doing. Just remember, we all want to be good people. We all want to give the answers that we feel lead like the most desirable human traits within ourselves. But sometimes good people do bad things. That's true. And sometimes we don't always have desirable traits as humans. I know that I don't. I cannot express enough just how important it is to be truly honest while answering these questions, no matter how uncomfortable the truth may make you. Now it's time to get into the real meat of this experience. It's time for you to get to the advice that you deserve. What advice do I deserve? As you read questions and scenarios during this process, I want you to create your own circumstances and build your own bridges to arrive at the answer that best suits your own psyche. Sure, if you have never experienced a scenario being asked of you, then simply imagine that you have and try to assume how you might feel in that situation. That is one of the hardest things to do, actually. but I will try. I'd like to invite you to pour a glass of water. It's not full anymore, but I still have my water. Sit back and relax as we unfold your fate and the secret to overcoming the next hurdle in your life. I'm ready. We're going to start with some basic, easy questions. If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about many different variables. Many different factors are at play here, including the amount of time taken to answer proposed questions. With that being said, it's far more important to actually take your time and think about how honest of an answer you're giving before you give it. Whatever you do, do not rush the process. Time is your best friend here. You'll see what I mean soon. Okay, and here we go. Do you feel uncomfortable right now? No, I'm feeling content. Are you nervous? Nah, I'm fine. Weird noises, but over. Do you feel cold? No, I'm hot. Do you feel sad? No, actually I'm happy right now. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting, even though they didn't deserve it? Probably yes. I'm not the kind of person that lashes out. Just wanna be totally clear there. But if you're in a bad mental space, it's easier to hurt someone else on accident. So it probably never was on purpose, but I'm pretty sure that while I was hurting, I probably hurt someone else. Do you crave acceptance by others? I do not crave it. I would love to have some acceptance by others, but I do not crave it. Have you ever lost a loved one? Yes, I had people in my life die and people that I really loved. So yes, I have. Do you know what heartbreak feels like? I do actually. Do you believe in demons? I still do not. Do you believe in curses? Nope. Would you consider yourself to be spiritual? Nope. Are you afraid of dying alone? I'm actually not afraid of dying alone. We answered that already. Everyone dies alone. In the end, I mean. You might have your friends and family around, but still. If there was undeniable proof that the ghost was haunting you, would you continue to live in your home? Yeah, sure, because it's been there for a long time now. And I've been used to it, so it wouldn't change that much. Have you ever seen an object mysteriously move without being touched? Yes, actually, I've seen. That was during my time when I worked as a waiter in my first workplace. And it was basically like it is basically a renovated old castle that is now used for seminars. And when we were just walking around, we were getting stuff ready. No, we weren't getting stuff ready, we were packing up stuff from wedding aperitif. And there is like a double door situation that leads you outside into the garden area of the whole thing. And both of the doors open by themselves all of a sudden, and we were like, nope. And it probably was just the wind, but it was just way too perfect with us just walking around. Everything was dark because it was at night, and we were just like packing up, and all of a sudden it was just like whoop. And you didn't hear any wind as well. It's what made it extra creepy for us. So yes, I've seen it. Again, it probably was just the wind, but it was creepy. Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural forces into your life without knowing it? No, I don't. Would you like to make more friends? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Kind of, yes. I'm bad with keeping up with people at times, but I'm a good friend overall. Do you feel lonely? I'm not. Talk to me? I am. Do you make friends easily? Yes, the problem is keeping them afterwards, actually. Do you tend to avoid drama wherever possible? Yes, I'm not a conflict-heavy person. Have you ever had a near-death experience? It could have been, but most likely no. Do you like horror movies? Yes. This is all very interesting, is it now? Have you played the test? I have. We talked about that. That's the spirit. Have you played the horoscope? I have not, no. Give it a whack. I'm totally not biased or anything. Do you watch porn? Yep. Would you consider yourself to be a hard worker? Overall, yes. But in certain aspects of my life, no. But overall, yes. You have a low opinion of yourself. I used to, but not anymore. Would you consider yourself to be a confident person? Semi. A mix between yes and no, but I am pretty confident in myself, so yes. Would you help an old lady cross the street if we were running late for an appointment? Sure I would. I don't care. If I'm late, then I'm late. Would you kill all of your neighbor's pets just to save your own pet? I know that our neighbor has a dog. Our other neighbor doesn't have anything, so I would have to kill one dog to save my dog. So the answer in that situation, that sounds probably horrible, but the answer here probably will be a yes. And the answer to that is, the dog that they have is older. Our dog isn't that old yet. She's really young. So she has a lot more life in front of it. That dog already had a lot of life. It's still horrible. But in that situation, in my circumstance, I think that would be kind of fair. I guess. Yeah. Have you ever tried to smother yourself with a pillow to see if you could actually suffocate yourself? No, I have not. And I'm not going to try it. Have you ever been caught dancing when you thought no one was watching? Yes. Have you ever tried to roll your eyes back so far to see if they'd really get stuck? I think I tried. No, I don't think I've ever tried to get my eyes stuck, but I roll my eyes around a lot. But I don't think I've ever tried to get them stuck, so no, not for that reason. Have you ever played a practical joke that you regret pulling on someone? I'm not one for practical jokes, period, so I don't... Well, actually, yes, once. Once, that was during school. We were sitting at a table. But it wasn't during school, it was during a school excursion. When we were going skiing for a week with school. And we were sitting at a table, a friend of ours, a classmate of ours stood up. And I poured salt into his Coke. And then he came back and he felt really sick afterwards because I drank it all down in one gulp. So yeah, I felt sad about that. And actually, I think that was like the first and last time I ever did something like that. So yes, I felt sorry about that. I was streaming live right now. I'm not. I streamed live today. I'm recording this gameplay session right now. I am. If I told you that I was watching you play this game right now, would you believe me? Again, since I'm recording it, no. If you've left a comment for me at any point in time, I've read your words. Does this bother you? No, it doesn't, because I've left a comment for you to read. If you've left a comment for me, does it make you feel positive that I've paid attention to what you've taken the time to read? If I would have read a comment, then it would have been positive, but yeah. Do you understand that no matter what, I appreciate you? I guess? Yeah, I really do. Thanks, Fate. Are you afraid of snakes? No, I love them. They're cute. Do you believe in magic? I mean, like, that kind of magic? Yeah, but other magic? No. Sadly, no. Have you cried in the last month? Have I? Well, I think the last month I haven't. The month before, I think, but this month? No, I don't think. I don't think so. Do you have a hero? I actually don't. Do you typically learn from your mistakes? I try really hard, but sometimes it doesn't work, but I try. So typically I would say yes. You enjoy outdoor activities? Yes, I love them. Would you consider yourself to be lazy? No, not really. Do you sometimes find it difficult to stay motivated? For certain games maybe, but overall no. Do you put the needs of others before yourselves? I try to... Mostly? Would your family and friends describe you as kind? I think they would. Have you ever cheated in a No. That's one of the absolute no-goes for me. Have I ever been cheated on in a relationship? I'm gonna say no to that. There's a little bit of a crossy road with that, but agreeable to no. Would you consider yourself to be judgmental? I'm not really a judgy person. I'm again trying to be open-minded. I see. I'm judging you right now. Are you a hero to someone else? I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think so. Do you love her? Yes. Have you ever found a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them with a super like just to make shit real awkward? No, I've never been to Tinder, period. Yeah, me neither. Who would be your family member, Fate? You enjoy drinking alcohol? I like alcohol, yes. I enjoyed it way more ways back than I do now, but I still enjoy it, yeah. The noises in the background are really obnoxious, you know that, Fate? Are you intoxicated right now? No, I'm not. But that makes one of us. Boy. Do you like the phrase sneaky snake? It's fine. Are these questions a bit strange to you? No, nothing out of the ordinary for me. Do you have a vivid... Yes, I do have vivid imagination. Do you feel uncomfortable in large social settings? I don't. I learned how to work there. Would you consider yourself to be antisocial? I am not antisocial. Nope. Would make my job hard. Do you hold a grudge for a long time? No, I'm not a grudgy person. Have I ever urinated in public? Yes. Do you like pineapple on your pizza? I don't mind it if that is your question for me there. Because I'm not someone who judges other people for what they like on freaking their food. There was an insect in my eye. Get over it. Let people eat their own freaking stuff the way they like. You don't have to eat it. There's my outrage towards that. I knew I liked you. Ah. Would you consider yourself to be selfish? No, I would not consider myself selfish. Maybe a bit, but not overall. Do you think you've got a big ego? Nope, I'm pretty down to ground. Would you consider yourself kinky? Maybe a bit, yeah. Have you masturbated into a No! What? Huh? What? Well then you can't be that kinky. If that is your measurement for kinky there, Fate. Sure, what the crap is going on in my face? Would you consider yourself to be religious? I don't. Also, this recording has now been blessed by recording doggo sippies. Would you consider yourself to be temperamental? Overall, no. But I can be. Watch my Pokemon Let's Plays. If you had to kill someone to save your own life, but you knew they didn't deserve it, would you do it? If I have to kill someone to save my own life, but I know they don't deserve it. So I see myself in a Saw situation. And it's either them or me. I think my self-preservation instinct is higher than my instinct for giving myself up. That's what I think. Interesting. You shut your trap. Masturbator into fish bowls. Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? No, I don't think I would. I'm not that kind of... I don't have a hero complex, okay? Even more interesting. Yes, I am someone who kills others to keep myself alive. Again, I have a self-preservation instinct. Have you ever been inside of a burning building? No, I have been... No, I never been in a burning building. Have I ever ended up into a funeral? I wanna say multiples actually. If you could attend your own funeral before you die, would you take the opportunity to do so? No, nothing interesting to see there. If you could see into the future, but you were told that it would only reveal the absolute worst of what's in store for you, would you still look? I don't give two flying butts about that. If you had the power to stop time, would you use it to do something you know you shouldn't do? If I had the power to stop time, perfectly fine. Would I use it to do something I know I shouldn't do? For me personally, the first thing that comes to mind is murder. And would I use it to murder someone? The answer is yes. If you had the power to remove one person from Earth, never to return again, would you use it? Yes. If I told you that I understand you better than you understand yourself, would you believe me? No. I don't believe you. If someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react in violence? No. First reaction is try to calm them down, because they're just threatening me at this point. So there's still room to talk things through. Once they act, I react as well. If a stranger stole money from you to support their drug addiction, would you forgive them if they apologized? No. Not for drug addiction. Nope. Especially not for I'm sorry that I stole money to buy myself drugs. I would still be like, yeah, fuck you. If a family member said something nasty about you behind your back, would you confront them about it directly? Again, I'm not a confrontational person, so probably no. If I had to eat raw squirrel brains for 3 days to stay alive, would you do it? The question is, would I stay alive afterwards because I ate raw squirrel brains? Because I don't know if that is something that you can just eat raw. I'm pretty sure a raw squirrel brain is not something that you should eat. Also, 3 days without food, you can't survive a month without food. I mean, I probably less than a month. But still, I probably would die if I ate that to begin with, within the 3 days. So the answer is no, because I don't think that would keep me alive. If I woke up tomorrow and none of your family remembered who you were, would you choose to leave and start a new life? Leave how? I could just stay and have a new life then if none of my family remembers me. The most fun thing would be showing my family that doesn't remember me my YouTube channel with videos where you can see my dad and my 2 brothers in them. That'd be hilarious, but I would stay. I've seen no reason to go anywhere else and start a new life. I would stay, so no. If a homeless man was clearly sick, freezing and utterly miserable in the rain, would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? Sure. So they can survive. I have stuff at home. If someone accidentally hit you in their car but you suffered no injuries whatsoever, would you still be upset with them? I mean, kind of. I mean, you still hit me with your car. No injuries. I think I would not, but I would be like, come on dude. Have you looked for any hidden meanings or messages? No, I don't. I never mentioned it, but I'm not gonna look for any hidden messages, so get that out of your RSD immediately, Fate. Maybe you should have been. I'm not. I'm wondering if there's a deeper meaning to all of this other than just simply answering question after question. I'm not wondering. There probably is. Miracles happen every day, do you agree? No. Umbrellas aren't worth lugging around and you don't mind getting rained on, do you agree? I don't, because it's been... Right now we have a nice sunny streak, but it's been pissing the last weekend every day. Well, for you it's a different weekend at this point, but still. And going out there with recording doggo and getting pissed on essentially, no. Umbrella all the way. Red is a prettier color than pink, do you agree? If I compare red to pink, I actually like red more. So yeah, I agree with that. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the wind? I don't. Eating in front of people can be awkward, do you agree? Nah. Rings used as a ceremonial wedding gift are so outdated, do you agree? I don't think it's a gift. I don't get the deeper meaning behind it. I'm not one for rings because my fingers swell up and it's like a panic reaction from my body. That's why I'm not wearing any rings whatsoever, even though I find rings beautiful. But I don't think they're gifts, so I do not agree with you. Do you realize that the first letter of the last 6 questions when combined spells out the word murder? I am not aware. Do you know why that is? I don't care. Does that make you slightly uncomfortable? It does not. Thank you very much. Are you going to start paying closer attention to what you may have got yourself into? I'm not. You realize it's too late to turn back now? I don't care, but yes, I know that. I'm here. Good, I'm also here. Do you hear someone in your room? Yes. A dog. She just laid down. Do you see the shadows closing in? No, I have my ring lights all around me that probably hinder any shadows from closing in, period. So no, I don't see them closing in. Do you feel like you're being watched? Yes. By the dog. Did you look around your room a moment ago? Yes. At my dog. Again. Do you like long walks at the beach? I like long walks in the forest, not necessarily in the beach though, because we don't have beaches really in Austria, so no, it's not really my go-to. Do you enjoy giving gifts to people? Yeah. Have you ever felt like giving up on life? Yes, I have. Do you love your family more than you love yourself? No. Do you have a best friend who's clearly better than the rest of your friends? No, I don't. Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? No! Wow. Do you believe that you're human? Yep. Sadly, if you could turn invisible, but you could never be visible ever again once you decided to use your power for the first time, would you ever use it? I would not. Because that is kind of messed up. No. If you knew someone was about to rob a convenience store but knew that they were doing it to feed the family, would you stop them? Nope, don't think so. If you were stranded on a remote island with a stranger and you were both starving to death but you found a secret stash of food that they didn't know about, would you share with them? I would. Share the food, have 2 people that are still healthy and have strength, better chances of survival overall. And if things get rough, one of us might have to take out the other person. Either I take them out or they can get to me beforehand. But we give ourselves more chance to survive. So yes, I would share the food with them. If you could turn into an eagle for 1 year, but you wouldn't be able to turn back into a person until that year has passed, would you do it? I don't see why I would want to be an eagle for a year. I don't even know how to eagle, so no? If you had the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams by fighting a grizzly bear to the death using nothing but a machete and an army helmet, would you do it? It kinda sounds like let me solo her. Sure, why not? That sounds... If I go out and die that way, that's at least an insane way to go out, I think, so sure. If you had to pick one basic food item to eat exclusively for an entire year, would you choose potatoes? You can do a lot of stuff with potatoes. You can do so much stuff with potatoes. Yeah, probably, yeah. If pizza screamed in agony every time you bit into a piece, would you still continue to eat pizza? I probably would not continue to eat the pizza. I can live without pizza. I would just say no, thank you very much. I'm done with pizza. If a best friend got bitten in the genital by a highly venomous snake and the only way to save their life was to suck the venom out of their genitals, would you do it to save them? My friend Fate, that sucking out of venom out of your bloodstream is actually nothing but an urban legend and a myth and doesn't actually do anything, so... Sorry friend, I'm not gonna suck your genitals. Also the bloodstream down there is rather high, so... There's no reason to do that. There's no way to suck poison out of someone's blood. At least I heard that it's an urban legend, so that's what I'm going by. No. Was that question difficult to answer? Not with my knowledge, no. My understanding, let's say it like this. Do you feel immortal? If I would feel immortal, that would be weirder, I think. Do you enjoy loud music? Yes. Do you feel awkward when you dance in front of others? I do not. Do you suffer from an anxiety disorder? I do not. Do you ever feel depressed? Sometimes. You're not alone. Again, dog. Do you feel relaxed right now? Yeah. I think you have a guardian angel watching over you. I'm not. Do you ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? Yes. Again, I have a common name and my letters, the letters for my name are also not that uncommon, so yes, I hear it. I'm going to take special note of that one. Suck it, Fate. Do you always look both ways before crossing the road? I do. Do you wash your hands every day? Pretty much, yeah. Do you feel uncomfortable using public restrooms? I do not. Everyone goes there to get rid of their waste. Is winter your favorite? No, I like fall. Do you know anyone named Josh? Okay, wait. Josh. The German version of that would be Joseph. So Josie. I think Sepp. Yeah, I think I know someone that would fall under that name, Josh. I think so. I'm wondering why the last question is relevant. I actually don't care about anything, Fate. Are you allergic to any animal? Not as far as I'm aware. Because if you ask me if I'm allergic to an animal, I assume that you mean like I cannot have that as a pet, or once it gets close to me I get an allergic reaction, and not like you mean in terms of you cannot eat that. Because I'm not good with eating salmon. But I don't think that's the question that you're asking me there. Have I ever thought about an animal in a sexual way? No, I have not. Have I ever been in love? I have. Would you consider yourself to be artistic? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? Maybe, yes? Do you feel that you've got too much time on your hands? No. Can you be easily intimidated by others? Not really. Are you easily excitable? No. Do you enjoy solving complex problems? I love that actually. Do you have a difficult time relaxing? No, I can relax pretty easily. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No, I think I'm pretty easygoing. Do you trust easily? Nope. Would you consider yourself to be an honest person? Yes. Have you ever told a lie? I sure did. Have you ever lied to your best friend? Probably yes. Have you ever lied to your family? Probably yes. Have you lied about any answers during this session? Probably no. I've been honest to you, Fate. I'm wondering what all of these questions have to do with lying. I'm not wondering jack shit. This is all very useful information. Are you a people pleaser? Not even at work, no. Do you enjoy being the center of attention? Maybe, but no. Do you feel like you've got a good sense of humor? Yes. You're frightened easily? No. Well, that was odd. I wonder what that was about. I don't care. It's probably a pretty good place for us to stop the simple segment of our questionnaire and move on to the more gritty questions. Woo! Yeah, gritty. Not gritty, gritty. This next set of questions will not be yes or no answers. The next portion of our session will be filled with various scenarios that put you smack dab in the middle of vital choice making. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve deep into each scenario. Remember, the key to all this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. You're home alone. It's dark and it's storming outside. All of a sudden there's a knock on your bedroom door. Someone's in your house. What do? Wonder why a freaking dog didn't okay. That's adorable how she's laying there right now. But on my bedroom door, which is, by the way, always open. Which means it's already too late, they're already in my bedroom. Grab the closest item that can be used as a weapon, ignore the knocking, hope it goes away, ask who is it and wait. Boldly open the door and reveal what's on the other side. Again, the door is open already. There is not a lot to reveal. I'm gonna grab my tablet that's next to me on my bedstead and weapon myself with that. Very interesting choice, indeed. You meet a homeless woman on the streets. She asks you for money. You find it within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches asking if you can spare some change. What do? I tell the man you've got no change left to offer. Homeless man woman to share with the man. Woman for some of her change. No, I'm gonna tell him I have nothing left. I'm not gonna tell the man that he has to go to the woman. No, sorry, I just give all my change away. Really now? Don't you dare judge me! Both your mother and your father fall incredibly ill to a life-threatening disease, and there's only enough medicine and facilities to save one of your parents, and time is of the essence. What do? I give the treatment to my mom, split the medicine between the two, even though both may die. I'd save the medicine treatment for myself just in case I get sick. Well, that's dickish. I'm gonna save my mom. I think my dad at this point got to grasp with his mortality a lot more than I think a mother, so I think he would understand that. That doesn't surprise me. You're not surprised by anything, are you? You find a case of money tucked away inside of a dumpster. Inside there's 10 solid gold bars and a vial of mysterious liquid. Under the vial there's a note that says the cure for cancer. What do? Turn the case into a professional entity so they can utilize it, whatever that may mean. Keep the gold bars but give away the cure to cancer. Keep the cure for cancer but give away the gold bars. That doesn't make sense. Keep everything in the case for yourself to sell or use. I'm gonna give all of that to a professional entity because I'm not gonna touch that. Away with that. What a wasted opportunity. Yes, suck it up. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't judge. You're pretty judgy, Fate. You're stuck alone inside your house and you're starving to death. You've completely run out of food and no one is coming to save you for weeks. The only potential source of food around you is your family pets. What do? For weeks. Well, again, I told you that you can survive without food for about a month or so. Again, I probably for less, because I don't have a lot of reserves in my body to begin with. So, and out of one pet, let's say recording dog in that case, you get a lot of meat. And if you just ration that out a lot, then there's no problem for you surviving. Let's see what the answers are. Kill and eat my pet so I can survive. Continue to starve along with my pets. Attempt to cut meat from my pet, then treat their wounds. That's so much more fucked up. Let my pets eat me so they can survive until help arrives. If you have cats, that might be a viable option. Your dog tends not to eat you once you die. Your dog's more likely to die afterwards as well. See, that is the thing. I don't have a problem with killing an animal for my own food. That's not my problem that I have. Because I have made the conscious decision for myself that if I want to eat food, I'm gonna have to be okay with killing an animal for that as well. So I'm on that side. I don't think, however, I could bring it over myself to kill Recording Doggo just to not starve. So I think most likely we would starve along together. If Recording Doggo were to die before me, then I would eat whatever's left of her. Just going the route of better not let go anything to waste if any of us can survive. So I would go with that one. Because I don't think I could bring it over myself to kill our pet. Why, I'm not surprised. I could not do that. Because there is so much more of a bond there. If I were to go to a butcher now and would help to kill the animal so that I can eat it, there's not as much of a bond there. But with our pet, there's quite a bond there already. Especially a more familiar bond than you would build up with something that you raise to slaughter. So there's a lot of different prospect to this as well. Your neighbor's home is on fire. A blazing inferno among smoke emits from the windows. He hears screams for help coming from within, but he can't see past the flames. No one else is around inside. What do? I'm not going in there. Start shouting for help and search for someone nearby. That's dumb. Run to the burning home to try to rescue anyone you can. That's dumb. Walk away, there's nothing. No, I call the fire department and keep my distance from the home. I have had enough fire safety training in my life to know that you don't fuck around with that. If you have a fire extinguisher, you might try to do something, but you don't fuck around with that. You don't run in there. You're dead. Like, the chances of you getting out of a blazing inferno with smoke, forget it. You die. So I'm gonna call the fire department. If I have a fire extinguisher or anything that might help a little bit to suppress the flames, I might do that. I'm not just willy-nilly gonna spray water from my hose into that building because that first fuels the whole fire with oxygen. So, only if I can assist in a feasible way. Other than that, there's nothing I can do here. Yeah, my nose itches. I like that. You're sick, Fate. You're fast asleep in your bed when you're awoken by what sounds like a woman's muffled cries from somewhere in your room. You quickly realize it's coming from under your bed. What do? Immediately look under the bed? Huh? Hide under your covers and wait patiently? Wouldn't do that. Verbally call out and ask who's in your room, jump out of bed and run out of the room immediately. I think if someone is muffled crying below my bed, I jump out of bed, get out of the room, grab my axe, and then I'm gonna take a look on what the heck's going on. My nose is so itchy right now. A man in a fancy suit approaches you while you are walking down the street. He pulls a watch from his pocket and hands it to you. He claims that when the watch stops ticking, it marks the moment your time runs out on this earth. What do? Take the watch and thank him for the gift. Decline the offer for the watch and keep walking. Tell him he needs professional help and to keep his distance. Tell him you already got 3 of them as a toy in your Happy Meal. I decline the watch. Thank you very much. I'm fine without that. Would you know? I would. I don't care to know any of that. You're sitting at home playing a game on your PC, when all of a sudden someone grips and squeezes your shoulder firmly from behind. What do? Immediately jump up and turn around, scream and stay still in terror, spin around with a vicious elbow to whoever's behind you, tell them to squeeze harder, you could use a nice massage. Neither of those. Because my girlfriend comes up and sometimes just touches me on the side or something. I don't do any of those things. But I'm never terrified. And I'm not acting out in like punching or anything, so probably that, since it's the least aggressive. Huh. You're sitting in the bathtub trying to relax when a hand emerges from the water. What do you do? I think I'll book it. Jump out of the bath and run as fast as you can. Yeah, kick the hand and try to keep it away from you. I'm still gonna get out of there. Give it a firm handshake, maybe a solid fist bump. Would love to say that, but probably no. Push it under one and hope that you get some free hand action. I'm not sure you should risk that. I'm gonna jump out of that. Clever. You get out of bed and immediately fall down into a deep dark hole. A man is standing above you, looking down, telling you to put lotion on your skin while he watches. What do you do? Scream for help? Okay. Start slathering yourself in lotion. Tell him you've got very sensitive skin and allergies. Ask if he'll come down and help apply the lotion. I'm not gonna scream probably, that would antagonize. Start slathering, just oblige, okay? Tell him you've got very sensitive skin and allergies. Doesn't matter, wouldn't help anything. Ask if he'll come down and help you. If he actually would come down, that would give me an edge, so maybe that's a good choice there. Smart choice, thank you. You're sitting at home alone, and all of a sudden your door slams shut. You see it before your very eyes and you know that no one is home, and it couldn't have been a gust of wind. What do you do? Stay perfectly still and watch the door. Look for a weapon around the room immediately. Jump up and try to climb out of the window. I'm not gonna jump out of the window. I'm on the 3rd floor. I mean, I could go up on the roof. I have that kind of training. Run over to the door and open it. I think I just watched the door for a moment. I like that. Thank you. Someone you've known for many years, but have no interaction to tell you that... What? But have no attraction to tells you that they have had a massive crush on you for a long time. What do you do? Ask them out on a date, who knows what might happen. Tell them you're flattered but just not interested. Tell them you feel dating might ruin your friendship. Ask if they want to be friends with benefits. There's no interest, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Ah, so you're one of those types. An honest person. Your dog starts randomly barking into the darkest corner of your living room. There doesn't appear to be anything there, but your dog insists on escalating to growls. What do you do? Well, since I'm a training heavy person, I'm gonna grab my dog and tell her to shut up. Well, not like that, but she's not supposed to bark around in our rooms. Try to calm your dog down by petting them. I'm not gonna pet my dog. That's positive reinforcement for wrong behavior. I'm not gonna pet my dog for barking. Stand instead at the corner to see if anything moves. Walk up to the corner and extend your hand to feel or for anything. Walk out of the room and ignore it entirely. No. So I'm not gonna try to calm down my dog by petting them, because again, positive reinforcement for wrong behavior. That's dumb. But since that is something that our dog would never do, I would probably stare at the corner for a moment and see if I can see anything. I would not just randomly touch anything, but I would look if there's something. I trust my dog. I'm taking note of that. Good. You see a massive spider in your room the size of your hand. Tarantula! What do? Grab something bigger to smash it? That's disgusting. Well, I guess we're moving out now. No. Good spooder. Burn the entire house down. It's the only way to be safe. No, the spooder. Try to capture it. Alive for science. It's a book spooder. What science? But I tried to capture it alive. It's a spooter. Huh. Your closest family member tells you that they're a serial killer. What do? Convince them to kill certain people. No. And tell them you don't want to know any more details. Okay, I see why that's a thing. Turn them into the authorities, ask them information so you can help them stay out of trouble. Try to convince them that they need help. Yep, that one. I see. I mean, they need help. If you found out that you only had 1 day left to live, what would you do? Tell everyone that I love them and to be happy, not sad. They will still be sad if I die. Doesn't help if you say that. Do something insane and crazy. Anything goes. Not tell anyone at all. Just act as if nothing's changed. Spend my time on my own, away from others. I think I would just act as if nothing's happened, because there's two sides to that. Either I'm really gonna die the next day, or I'm gonna be fine. The only thing that I would do is I would not go to work. I'm gonna say, hey, I can't come in today, if it's during a work day actually, and I'm gonna spend my time at home, be like, hey, I took the day off, gonna do some stuff. And yeah, just do that. Just try to have one last day a little bit relaxed, and just try to keep it on the low end, but not go to work for the last day. Alright then. If one of your pets started speaking to you and told you that they've got a dire warning, that they were going to die if you didn't let them eat all the ice cream in the freezer, what would you do? Would disappoint my pet because I don't have ice cream in my freezer. Go lay down, I'm obviously way too high for this. Not gonna be the case. Give them all the ice cream they can handle. Don't give them ice cream, you're not gonna fall for that one. Assure them that you'll protect them and they won't die. Well, since we don't have ice cream in the freezer, I'm gonna give them all the ice cream they can handle out of my freezer. Because if they assure me that they will die, and especially if our dog would ask for ice cream out of the freezer, otherwise they would die. And our dog doesn't really see us eat ice cream, so there has to be a deeper meaning behind that. So yeah, sure, you're gonna get ice cream. And if I have to buy some pet-friendly ice cream, then I would do that, but no problem, sure. Oh lovely. If all of a sudden you could start hearing other people's thoughts and the person next to you was thinking about mugging you and stealing your money, what would you do? Take preemptive action and beat them up first. No, that's unprompted. Tell them you don't think mugging you is a good idea. Nah, unnecessary. Get away from them as quickly as possible. Fair. Ignore it. You don't know that you aren't just hallucinating. Just gonna get away from them. That's the most rational thing to do as well. That sounds reasonable. See? Your best friend comes to you and tells you that they just accidentally killed someone and they don't want to go to prison. What do? How do you kill someone accidentally? That's my first question. Help them hide the body, report them to the authorities, tell them that they're on their own, but you won't rat them out. Try to convince them to turn themselves in. Yes, because if it was an accident, the best thing to do is go to authorities and tell them what happened, and then you can get, what's it called in English? I only know it in German right now, mildernde Umstände. So, just go to them and turn yourself in. Reduce the amount of damage by being honest immediately. You're driving in your car and you accidentally run someone over. You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from the body suggests that it's probably just wishful thinking. What do? you're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from the body suggests that it's probably just... If the head is off, they're not fine anymore. Call your best friend and tell them that you don't want to go to prison. Turn yourself into the authorities, drive away and hope nobody saw what you did. Try to hide the body yourself. I'm gonna turn myself in for that because what the fuck? I'm watching you? Is that what you just told me? I had my eyes closed. Interesting how that played out. Is it now? I think it's time we moved on to the next portion of our test. Let's go! Sorry. I'm dying. The following questions that shall be asked of you are would you rather style questions. Imagine you've got a gun to your head and you absolutely must choose an answer. No matter how uncomfortable that may be. Let's get started, shall we? Sure. Would you rather be loved by all or feared by all? I'd rather be loved. Would you rather never get angry or never get jealous? I would rather never get jealous. Anger can be a healthy thing. Jealousy I don't think is helpful overall that much. Would you rather be held in high regard by your parents or by your friends? By my friends. Would you rather live in space or live under the sea? Ooh, interesting. I honestly love being under the sea more than in space. Both really freaking creepy and scary because if something goes wrong, you're just dead. But there's so little that we know still. Or so much we don't know about our own ocean. So that would be so interesting to be down there. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them? Oh, both really good. But I think people who need my organs is a quick turnaround and might help someone later on. That might help someone who is actually helping out with research and something. Probably not, but still, I think that's more an immediate turnaround than science that might long-term benefit more. But I think helping the people immediately will give us a little bit more of a chance to get to the long-term. Would you rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible you did but always live in fear of being caught? I mean, if you tell me I get away with something horrible, but I still have to live in fear, but I know I got away with it, so I always just have to rationalize that with myself and be like, that was horrible, they're gonna get me, and then I have to be like, but they're never gonna get to me because that was the juxtaposition of pressing that button. So I'm gonna be fine, so I always just gonna have to rationalize that. So I'm gonna be fine, I'm gonna live in fear, but I'm always gonna try to be like, I'm gonna be fine. Would you rather work at a horrible job that you hate, but retire comfortably in 10 years from now? So when I'm 40, essentially. Or would you rather have your dream job, but have to work until the day you die? I mean, let's say it like that. Retiring in 10 years. With the retirement that we're getting, I'm not gonna get a lot out of that. So I would be a poor person. And I mean, it says retire comfortably. See, the interesting thing is, I would love to do YouTube as a job and just sit down and make videos every day and do that until I fall over. And essentially, if I retire in 10 years with my job that I hate, I would just then go and make YouTube videos every day and just fully focus on that. But if I had my dream job right now, I would make social media content. I would make YouTube content and would live from that. And I would do it until I fall over and die. So I think I can actually live with that. Would you rather every shirt you'll ever wear to be something itchy, or only be able to use one-ply toilet paper? I'm gonna use one-ply toilet paper. The reason for that is, there's a good reason to get myself a bidet. So sure, why not? Because itchy shirts, horrible. Not gonna do that. One ply, please. Would you rather have skin that changes color depending on your mood? Interesting. Or have tattoos appear on your body that depict what you did yesterday? The question is where they appear on my body. They just appear on your body. And they depict what I did yesterday. Could be a lot of tattoos all over the body, straight in the face and everything. Color changing skin sounds more fun overall, so I'm gonna go with that. Would you rather shit every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you see a dog? That's gonna be a lot since I have a dog. Shit every time you orgasm. We live in a place where there's a lot of dogs. That's something as well. I orgasm less than I see a dog. That's dumb. I mean, that's gonna be something. That's gonna be also so annoying over a long time orgasm whenever you see a dog. Okay, and I just picked it. I wanted to go up game. Because I think I was actually gonna go for the other one, but it's a split. Honestly, I'm happy with that because I just used a coin flip essentially. If a partner switched bodies with one of your parents, and the only way to get them to switch back was to have sex with one of them, would you rather have sex with your partner in your parents' body, or have sex with your partner in your parents' body? What the fuck is wrong with you? No, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? Let's just go with that. Just answer the question. I think just for terms of the psyche, I would go for my partner in my parents' body. Because you can use blindfolds. Sex with my partner in my parents' body. Good reason to use the blindfold, I would say. That one had no bearing on your results. I was just curious. You're a dick! Fate! I think we've answered enough of these types of questions, as I'm sure you'd agree. Yeah, sure, the last one was just to be a dick. You're going to end the test with a short series of final questions giving simple answers. We'll get started now. Out of the following options, which number do you like the most? 7, 11, 3, 46. I think 11 actually. Out of the following options, which color resonates with you the best at this exact moment? Black, red, green, blue. Black. Out of the following options, which creature are you the least comfortable around? Spiders, snakes, scorpions, dogs. Scorpions. They are poisonous and they're sketchy to me. All of the others, perfectly fine. Scorpions, I mean, I love them, but they're still sketchy. And the next thing is, we don't really have scorpions in Austria, so that would make me extra uncomfortable next to them, but out of the following, which flavor is your favorite? Chocolate, vanilla, peanut, mint. Choco. Which do you personally value the most? Family, friends, money, freedom! I value my friends too, but freedom. Which would you most live without? Family, friends, money, freedom. The most without. If I could afford it, I would love to live without money. If that would not have any bearing on my situation at all, take away money. Which statement is the most accurate? I'm brave, I'm caring, I'm smart, I'm attractive. Bitch, I'm all 4 of these. But I'm more so caring than anything else. Which are you most afraid of? Living forever, losing my loved ones, dying alone, dying immediately after this test is finished. Living forever sounds like a horrible thing. We're almost finished, but I've just got one final question for you. Have you ever punched a nun? No! Since the last quiz happened, not a lot has changed in that regard. I wish I could say it has, but it hasn't. You really ought to try it sometime. It can really take the edge off. Take the edge off what? Alright, we're done here. I'm through with you. I'm just going to calculate the results very carefully. I don't want to miss anything important. Trying to my absolute hardest not to judge you right now. Trying to keep this as professional as possible. Yes, shut up. Here we go. Based on what you've told me, I've come to a conclusion. This is what I personally believe would be in your best interest to acknowledge, set in motion and accomplish in order to climb to the ladder to happiness in your life. First and foremost, I'd like to start with a blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted far more than anything else in life. Something that has such an incredible, unique, irreplaceable value compared to any other thing on this earth. And that, my friends, is the value of time. You just robbed my life of 1 hour. Time is the most valuable form of currency you will ever hold in life. You can spend time on anyone doing anything for any reason. Now time can be spent, time can be wasted, and time can be taken away. Which one of these are you? But time can never be refunded, time can never be earned back, and more time can never be gained. Imagine a bank account with all the money you'll ever get to spend in life. Now, imagine not knowing how much money is on your account. Imagine going to the store and one day to purchase something you really need, and the cashier tells you, I'm sorry, but you cannot afford that. As a matter of fact, you can never afford anything. Ever again. We only have so much time and we have no idea just how much or how little we truly have before our bank account runs dry. And the fact that we get to decide and choose what we spend our time on just shows you how truly special it is when someone spends their time on you. So now that we understand the incredible value of time, I'd like to make a suggestion for you personally on how I think you'd best spending your time in order to achieve what you need most at this current stage in your life. Let's see here. Let's see it. Well, this is as clear as day. There's a big piece to life's grand puzzle that you're missing on a daily basis. There are bridges in your life that have been collapsed, either by your own doing or by someone else. But either way, this has affected you more than you may realize. Judging from the looks of things, you really need to reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in a long while. Don't tell me that. I know that I'm horrible at reaching out. I'm happy that I saw one of my closer friends in the last few weeks. But still, don't tell me that. I know I'm horrible with that. It doesn't matter how the conversation will end up going. They usually end up great. I'm just bad at reaching out. It doesn't matter if it will be boring, pleasant or painful. It will be really pleasant. I should really ask them if we wanna see each other. But not right now because it's really late. What matters most is that you spend the time having this conversation with them, because there's something very valuable that you're going to learn by talking to them. You're going to get a certain feeling, a certain emotion. Focus not on what they say, but how they make you feel. That emotion is the key to your next step in life. Take a little bit of time out of your day to get in contact. You'll be very thankful that you did. I know that I will be thankful. Just shut up, I know that I'm horrible with that. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Probably won't. Oh, closure! Wait! Boop. I don't know if that's gonna be relevant at all at one point, but I'm still gonna take pictures of that. Your secret word is closure. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Thank you. Take the secret word. This is yeah. Comment section. Yeah. The same as always. Oh, one more thing. We greatly appreciate the feedback, support. There's some comment left. We love you. I love you. Thank you. Final installment for the test series. Ooh, yeah. No has been able to figure out what this entire experiment is all about yet. Getting people together. Well, look forward to reading your thoughts and feelings, yeah. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for playing and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. If you wish to support further, yeah. After playing the test, Final Revelation, the third game in the test series, we also have the testing chambers, which is connected to the test trilogy in a very special and unique way. I'm looking forward to that as well. In the meantime, the advisory is another interesting... Yep. Again, thank you so very much. And there's the credits. That was, again, fun. A bit longer than the first game, but still really solid. A little bit more of a weird question vibe there, especially the one with my girlfriend and my mom switching bodies. But overall, good questions. The last one I'm still salty about. So much to I'm not holding grudges. Wayne will continue. Would you like to see them now? Warning that this is quite long. I'm fine. I thank to everyone who did that. We're just gonna be here. And we're gonna end this here as well. That was, again, fun, interesting. I hope you got a little bit more of an insight onto my person. I certainly did. And yeah, only 2 more games to go. The test revelations and then the testing chambers. And that's the whole test series done. So with the next one, we're gonna finally figure out what the bigger, deeper meaning was behind all of that. And then we have the testing chambers at the end of it. That just ties in nicely. Well, I'm curious and I hope you're too. See you then. Bye.